First exercise is a pelvic exercise, level 1. As you can see, I'm using a TheraBand. You can use a towel, anything like that. It really helps to have a partner, but you can do this yourself. So you're putting it under your lower back. You're putting your fingers on your iliac crest, your hip bone, and your thumb on your bottom rib, and you're closing that gap with your fingers, and it squeezes your lower back on the ground, and now you can't move the strap or the belt or the towel from underneath your back. You're moving your leg out just 1, 2, 3 inches off the ground, but you're keeping your lower back squeezed against the floor. Trying to keep your chest, your shoulders relaxed. As I say, it does really help if you have a partner who's constantly just tugging slightly at that strap, making sure it's not slipping. The work is happening in the abs, in the core, in those deep muscles. The leg is loose and relaxed. Once you've completed that exercise and you can do 10 reps without losing the strap, then we move on to level 2. Again, you check that you close your abs and then you squeeze the lumbar region of your back onto the floor. Now we've got 2 bent legs up, and we bring one down at a time, keeping the knees bent, the thigh and the shin at a 90-degree angle. And you keep that angle all the way down. Try and hold the upper leg nice and still while the other leg is moving. Always testing to make sure the lumbar region is squeezed against the ground. That is essential so that the legs are loose, the hip flexors are not doing the work, it's the abs. Once you can do that one, about 10 reps, then we can move on to level 3. Same again, you put your fingers on the iliac crest, the hip bone, thumb on your bottom rib, you squeeze your fingers together. That scoops your lower back onto the ground. You lift both knees up again, and this time you straighten out one leg at a time. Not too low as it makes the exercise too difficult. Keeping one leg with the shin parallel to the ground and then straightening out the other leg. Constantly testing and checking that your lower back is squeezed against the ground. If your lower back pops off the ground, then you are not ready for this exercise. Single leg stretch, another Pilates exercise. Squeeze your lower back onto the ground again. Chin on your chest, look at your stomach. Bring your knees up, put your hand on your knee and the ankle of the same leg and straighten out the other leg to a 45-degree angle and change. And change. The whole time we're breathing through our nose with control, and we're looking at our stomach, our core, and we're keeping that still. And that is where the work is coming from. The legs and the arms are soft and loose. I like to think about oranges underneath my armpits. Keep my arms nice and wide. The next one is a double leg stretch. This is an advanced level of the single leg. After we've squeezed our lower back onto the ground, we bring the chin onto our chest, look at our stomach, bring our knees up, touch them, and straighten everything out. This is more intense, but we keep our eyes on our stomach and keep that strong and still. The arms and legs are loose because the work is being done in the middle of the body. Next one is called Criss Cross. So this is more of a rotational exercise, but we still start with the scoop, bringing our lower back onto the ground, chin on chest, looking at stomach, knees up, hands on the head, and twist. We're trying to get our elbow as far away as we can from our big toe. So we're pointing the toes and we're fully stretching out. So this really works the deep muscles, the obliques, the transversus in the middle of the body. The next one is torso squeeze. You grab onto your knees, you pull your tailbone off the ground, and now you use those deep muscles to try and pull your tailbone back onto the ground, but keeping your knees close to your chest. You'll feel this in your lower back and in those deep muscles. The last exercise is called rolling ball. You bring your knees off the ground, you grab onto your ankles, you look down at your stomach, you try and curve your spine, roll back and up, but don't let your feet touch the ground. So you have to use a lot of control here, deep in your core, to switch on and prevent your body from over rotating and your feet touching the ground. So when you get to this point, you really switch on your core.